Hello all. My name is Graham Redfern, and I'm the owner of Redfern Hempco and Redfern Market in Caroline County. We also have a food safety commercial kitchen in Richmond, Virginia. Our companies employ 14 more, and we'd love nothing more than support to gain more employees and grow our small business and our farm. I'm here to bring up a couple points that may not have been thought about yet. If lawmakers and stakeholders want this to be a true agricultural industry, we really need to think about the farmer and ask for his opinion and get some consult on that, but definitely include them in the conversation. First, you can't have an agricultural industry without the farmer, and the farmer is rarely mentioned. Since 2017, growing with UVA, JMU, Virginia Tech, and VSU, we've seen the rise and fall of farmers in the hemp world, which also can constitute what would happen in the marijuana world if they were not included. But it really has hurt the farmer, and they've felt victimized through this whole process of scaling up and then the regulations and over-regulations of what's gone on in the cannabis world since 2016 with the medical market. Second, the cultivation tiers system involving indoor canopies with limits of 1.5 million square feet. Really, it reflects the smokable market, and I think that the edible market is not really recognized yet, and the supply will not be there from the get-go. And when it comes to the edible market, you will, in fact, need the farmer. And this will result into supply issues, especially as demand grows for the non-intoxicating cannabinoids like CBN, CBG, and when you have very large 70,000 square foot facilities growing for just THC in this market, you're going to see that Virginia's missing out on a massive other market on the side. Third, many of you heard about the utility issues when it comes to data centers and buildings of sort. I know myself and Caroline County deal with data centers and utility municipality issues daily now. And we can see really large water issues and electrical issues when you start putting indoor facilities upwards of 1.5 million square feet of canopy. Just realize there will be some issues when it comes to county boards putting up these facilities, both rural and urban. And lastly, Virginia will never see the true economic impact that cannabis can accrue if it doesn't recognize cannabis as an actual agricultural commodity and all that it can produce. Marijuana is not all smoking. The plant will produce way more than a flower to roll in a joint. And so please do think about the farmer, the small business, and all the ancillary businesses that go with an industry as such. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Graham, can you come up for a sec? I just have a quick question. So can you tell us a little bit more? We're not farmers. Well, maybe some of us are. But why is it that that edibles require more farm land versus the smokable, as you say,
well,
flower?
So you're going to be looking at the indoor on the more of the smokable side. But with this crop, it can add co-products to it, especially in the hemp world, when it does have THC, but on a very low level. This market is really looking at the dispensary side when you see glass case and glass case of smokable product. And given the canopy limits and the indoor facilities that will be set up, they mainly will not be focused on the edible market. Now, there will be trim that comes from actually trimming the buds to make them look pretty to then be sold to the market. But given the fact that I am a manufacturer of legal compliant hemp products, I don't have enough space right now on my farm to grow enough for just my company. And so when you start looking at the general public, the amount of raw material that you'll need to supply what is a market that's already out here on the legal hemp side, it's monstrous. And so to cap it and just look at canopy size for the indoor grows, you're really only looking at one market. I think that there will be a lot more oil that will need to go to the vape side as well as the edible side and all the foods and cosmetics and topicals that go along with it. And the indoor grow is not the only way that cannabis can be grown, especially in Virginia.
Thank you. One follow-up. I just want to come to the next meeting or the subsequent one because we're going to discuss a lot of the licenses and the canopies and things like that. So if you have a suggested canopy, certainly let us know what numbers those should be. What about the hybridization? That's what I want to ask you. Tell me about what happens right now if your hemp grow, if it's too strong, if it's over the THC limit. What's the process?
I am forced to destroy it per VDAC's regulations. I will either till it in, or I literally harvest it and burn it. I would like nothing more than to be able to capture that product and use it into other viable products if that's the case. And when you take a cannabis plant to full maturity, even on the fiber varieties, you're going to be dealing with hot crops anyway. Especially when you're trying to breed for seeds so that there can be a viable agricultural commodity market, you're going to have to take the plant to maturity. And that is going to push the plant hot on most varieties. CBD is also a very powerful, along with CBN and CBG, cannabinoids that no one's looking at yet. And the hemp side can definitely fill a lot of that. When you're growing 70,000 square feet for THC only, there is a large market of minor cannabinoids, especially in the topical world, the pet world. There is a lot of markets that I don't think Virginia are thinking about when it comes to the general public on this, other than just dispensaries in the smokable side. And VDACs, being the ag department, can look at this as an agricultural commodity that it is and turn bird seed to literally gummies off of a farm.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Final presentation.